What is up, guys? Rick is here, and today we have a really quick guide for how to get the new supers arriving to Destiny 2 with the Forsaken expansion. And so, let's get started. Now, if you're doing other stuff, leveling, perhaps doing the EDZ flashpoint, you're not actually going to be able to progress your character towards getting a new super. You will have to do the very first campaign mission of Forsaken. Now, once you've completed that campaign mission, you're going to be sent back to the tower. You're going to have to talk to Zavala, and then you're going to have to go and talk to Ikora. Once you talk to Ikora, she will give you a bunch of new milestones, and one of those new milestones, as you can see, is Visions of the Light. You have to collect these Visions of the Light by most commonly is just killing yellow health enemies, but doing other objectives and so on. And then once this gets to 100%, this quest to get your new subclass progresses. So, you can progress this pretty much anywhere, but I would recommend that you head to the Tangled Shore, the brand new area, and you're going to do a little kind of beginning mission just to unlock the spider as a vendor, and then it's going to become a proper patrol mission. Now, once it does, just do public events. The Cryopod public events that spawn in the Tangled Shore are insane for dropping these Visions of Light. Now, Visions of Light will appear on the ground as somewhat of a feather. It's this little glowing object. Run over them to pick them up. But again, they're most commonly going to drop from yellow health enemies, and these Cryopod public events just are filled with yellow health enemies, especially when you trigger Heroic. Now, I've been over this in a couple other videos, but for you guys arriving for the first time, here's how you trigger Heroic for these Cryopod events, and that's going to result in so much more yellow bars, so much more Visions of Light. So, upon initially starting this public event, there's a few waves of enemies you need to kill. Once you do so, the Cryopod itself is going to open up and a boss will jump out. Once that boss does, you're going to want to damage him a little bit to trigger the next thing that's going to happen, but do not kill this boss. Once you damage him a little bit and kill some enemies, then the ground around the Cryopod will be electrified. You're going to see a bunch of static electricity and some cryo effects going on, and you will take damage when standing in the ground affected by this effect. Now, at that moment, look to the Cryopod because there's going to be small vents near the bottom that are steaming. You shoot these steaming vents, you'll see damage numbers appear when you do, and when you've done sufficient damage, they'll break and expose a cryo ball. You can pick up this cryo ball and throw it at the boss himself. Once you hit the boss 3 times in total with these cryo balls, then he will stand still, he's actually frozen, and a white objective circle will appear around him. That means that you stand within that objective circle with your fire team, and a bar will fill up to 100%. Once it gets to 100, congratulations, you've accomplished the Cryopod Heroic public event. You can now feel free to collect the massive amount of Visions of Light feathers that have spawned. Alright, so now once you've collected all of the Visions of Light you require, your milestone is going to update, and then you're going to have to head to Io for a special quest. Just like when you got your subclasses initially, you have to do this solo. You can't bring your fire team. So load into this mission on Io, and it's going to require you to travel around a certain area on Io, simply killing Taken and Taken Blights to free these trees and help them regain their true light form. Once you've moved from space to space to space, reclaiming these trees essentially, then you're going to be asked to go into a lost sector. If you're having trouble at this section, remember that you have to kill literally every Taken ad near a tree to reclaim it. So there might be a random thrall running around somewhere. That's the guy you need to hunt down to move to the next tree. Now, once you're in the lost sector, again, get to killing. There's a bunch of Vex fighting a bunch of Taken. Well, just kill them both and progress further into this lost sector. Eventually, you're going to go to the very end. You'll see this wizard that you've kind of been chasing. Then kill that said wizard and all other enemies within this area. And then a bunch of dialogue will happen and kind of nothing. You actually want to run out of this area. Just run a little bit back in the lost sector. It's going to trigger this quest to actually update, and you'll get a special exotic item. called the Seed of Light. You can utilize this Seed of Light by opening up your inventory, selecting which subclass you want to unlock the new super for, and as you can see, just unlocking the first node in that new collection of perks. Now, you can select whatever you want. Don't think it has to be the subclass you're utilizing right now. So you can utilize, for example, Sunbreaker Titan, and then like I show, you can go to either Defender or Striker and unlock the new super for that subclass. But your choice is really going to matter here because you're going to have to wait until reset in order to be able to do this quest again and unlock another subclass. If you need help deciding, I've done a video showcasing what my opinions are for the best of the new subclasses. Check that out. But after you've unlocked the new super, you're going to have one more step for this quest, which is just you going around and killing a bunch of enemies. You reload your super at the glowing trees and you just go ham. It's a really good opportunity, just like the initial quest to unlock your subclasses, to test out your new super. Also, you're probably going to unlock one of the new perks associated with your perk bundle when you do this, because how you unlock the other perks that come with this new super is simply by getting kills with these new abilities. So having unlimited super is a pretty good way to rack up the kills. And so guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. And if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCactus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.